Hey guys, Billy here with Preacher's Creatures, and in today's video we are going to be exploring this Pearl Ex Grey Lavender. And I was at Hobby Lobby a while back. I've had this for a little while. I was in Hobby Lobby a while back, and it was a different Hobby Lobby. I had traveled to Costco nearby, and on my way there, there's a Hobby Lobby that's real close. And I thought, well, I'm going to stop in there and see if they, look around, see if they have any different kind of powders. And I actually come across this one. I have not seen this one at my local Hobby Lobby. And I knew they had different powders. I've had somebody online ask me about if I had ever used a certain color from back in one of my other videos. I can't even remember what color that was. Nonetheless, I told him that I hadn't, and I don't remember ever seeing it at my local Hobby Lobby. But I got online, started looking around, seeing that they had a whole lot more colors than what you can find at Hobby Lobby. And but back to what I was talking about with this gray lavender, I thought, you know what, I haven't done a Pearl Ex powder video in a while. I think I've showed about all of the ones that I have that are different from, just kind of your typical interference powders and things of that nature. But anyway, I thought we'd do that with this today and experiment. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm doing this introduction after I have filmed some of the video, and I wasn't satisfied with the introduction that I originally done, and then we had something happen during the filming of the video, and I thought, you know what, I can't just leave it at that. We need to explore a little bit further. I did the initial video filming the saturations, did a couple different saturations, didn't add anything to it, and then I added some black. When I added black, we got a whole lot different outcome than what I expected. That being said, I've kind of felt like, because once you go to a certain point, there's no going back. You basically have to reheat more plastic, and if you're wanting to take it in a different direction. I wasn't satisfied with the way the video was going to end. I felt like, hey, we need to explore this in a different way with to see, what we can get out of this. But I am impressed with the color, and so stick around and we'll learn together, and I hope you enjoy the video. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate you tuning in, and see you on the flip side. All right, here we go. And let's see here. Let's do 1/32 and see where that takes us. Ooh, it's got the protective pad on there. Let's flick that in there. We won't waste none. So 1/32 into a half a cup of plastisol. And I will start with that. And put the lid on because I'm notorious for knocking stuff around. And a lot of times stuff like this, you want to add a touch of black to get it to kind of pop, but I want to kind of just see how it stands on its own, because I kind of feel like this might be a great belly color. Of course, we have a desire to maybe add some flake to it, and hold that up for the camera there. See if you can get down in that cup. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just kind of has a, like it says, a grayish lavender look to it. So I tell you what, let me get a mold set up over here, and we'll get it shot. Hold on just a second. All right, guys, we're back. I tell you, I'm just going to shoot a simple 2.8 inch riprap, and just shoot a couple of those and see how it looks. It's going to have some meaty parts. It's going to have some thin parts, and I think it will just let us see how it's represented. We're going to use our Anglin AI injector here. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, both of these are cold, so we'll see. But it should do all right for us. Make sure everything's still on screen. I got me a new gimbal. I think that's the way you call it. Gimbal, whatever it is. It holds my phone. And so far, my wife actually got it for me for Valentine's Day. And so we're thankful for our precious wife and that she would do that. And it's actually, what is it? It's a M7. I'm trying to remember the name. Hohem. It's spelled Hohem. It's M7. It was definitely not cheap, but it solved a problem that I was having with filming videos, and being able to get the right angles. And I can actually, if I want to, I could move the gimbal over here and have it looking straight down and doing what this camera over here is doing, which, and another thing I like about it, it's got a remote. And so I could have it doing what this camera is doing, but I don't want to. I like this perspective here so that you can see both, and then I'll add those, add the overhead view onto the screen. And anyway, just, you know, sometimes people ask about these types of things, you know, shooting videos, or interested in getting into shooting YouTube videos. So maybe it'll be a help to somebody. All right, so let's open these up. And again, I don't think it's going to be a really long video. I might put some flake in this, but I kind of just want to see, you know, sometimes we add stuff to new products, and you never, sometimes I forget, and I'll add glitter, and then I'll realize, you know what, you didn't get to see what the product by itself looked like. But here's what it looks like in the mold. Very beautiful. And it's just a subtle, now I will tell you, in the cup there's kind of a pearl look to it. And the pearl kind of does give that grayish look. But it is fairly transparent. It'd help if I'd hold it down. Let me see if I can get it to focus in on, use my hand to block the camera so it focuses. So it's pretty nice. It's just, you know, it's a subtle color. We will put a drop of black in it here in a little bit, or should we use black flake to see how that does? You know what, I might flip a coin on that one. So let's put this here, and I'll put these back in here. We'll reheat this, and then when we come back, we'll make our mind up as to what we want to do. If we want to do a drop of black, or if we want to do, or if we want to use black flake. So you stick around. It'll be a minute or two for me, but it'll be just a second for you. So. So we got her back up to temp. 380. Of course, it's coming down as we stir. 375. All right, so I flipped a coin of sorts. And what I did is I flipped the inside of the lid, and I thought, okay, the powder side is going to be color. We'll add black, a drop of black. If it lands on this side, we'll add flake. And it landed on this side. So we're going to add a drop of black. But before we do that, let's see what happens if we double up on our powder and see how much. So this is going to end up being a 1/16 of the Gray Lavender Pearl Ex Flake. We know black works magic in transforming these powders and stuff. But if you're looking for a belly color, that's kind of what I, was wondering. What happens if we put? What happens if we just do double up on it? Okay, so there you go in the cup. We'll get our excuse me. Get our injector here. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I've been in a little bit of a hurry trying to make this video because I've had a very busy week, and what I do, I went and forgot to glove up. So, but here we go. But a little riprap mold does real well. I'm actually we're going to be going down the coast for long, and I've got some of those that I've made up. I'm going to take those down to the coast and try those out. And looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll catch some fish. I'd like to catch some speckled trout or red drum. I know it's not exactly the perfect season for it, but it's a lot fishing. Is a lot more fun than not fishing, ain't it? All right. So we will give us a little bit more time to cool down. It looks like it's still a little bit of liquid on top, and then we'll come back and show you what we got. In the meantime, I'm going to heat this back up, and so that we can get a drop of black in it and get it mixed up good, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I think we've got it cooled down enough, and let's get our baits done here, and let's see there. Hold down on those so that they start out. The tails might hang a little bit, but it seems to work out pretty good when I do it that way. And we're going to look at those beauties. That you can see a little bit more purple in that than before, or a little bit more of that lavender. And that one's got a little defect in it right there. If I can get it lined up, but you can see this one's got just, it's a little more opaque. Let's see here. That's a better view. Just got a little bit more, and it's got a pearlescent look to it. Let's see if it'll stay in focus while it's gonna lose focus when I drop my hand, but anyhow. All right. Get my big mitts out of the way, just for curiosity. 360. 69. I had been having trouble with this black 2X colorant, and because it was, what I found out is there was a clump that wasn't mixed well that had got caught up in the nozzle, and so it was coming out with big clumps. But I think I kind of got that cleared out. Hopefully, I say that and then I'll deal with a big. But yeah, that's a big old drop. That's probably going to be the equivalent to 4 drops. But it'll do what we need it to do. Wow, that's crazy. I'll be honest with you, it was probably too much black. It just kind of took over. But we won't know until we shoot the bait. With that 2X colorant, 1 drop is the equivalent of 2, and 2 drops is the equivalent of 4, and that was a big, kind of a big glob. So, tell you what we'll do to try to get some of this back. We will go with another 30-second. See if nothing else that'll give us a little bit of that lavender look back. And it may just be that this is one of those colors that it doesn't take much to overpower it. And if that's the lesson we learned today, then that's fine too. But I can see a little bit of that purple lavender coming back. Of course, it is gray lavender, so that being said, the black has really brought out the gray. So let's shoot it and find out. Yep. Always shoot 2 just in case. Alright guys, here's the final revelation of the Pearl Ex Grey Lavender and what 1 drop of black has done. Alright. It has turned it into a metallic. Well, hey guys, this new gimbal, it has hand motion. It has hand motion detection, and it's not necessarily part of the shop I wanted you to see. Anyway, nothing like insulation. But anyhow, let's look at this. The black has set the silver or the gray off. I kind of expected it to set off the lavender, and if I'd have done a smaller amount, it may have, because you can still see in the cup, you know, it still has kind of a lavender sheen, but it's taken it from a lavender with a hint of gray to now it's a silver with a hint of lavender. And that's pretty impressive. Because, you know, if you think about it, this is the second one we've done, so it's got the 1/16 of a teaspoon of the Pearl Ex powder, and this has got I added 3 or 1/32 3 times. So to this one, because we added a third 1/32 after we added the black to see if it would get some of that purple back. But man, it's a metallic look that it has now. And so, this color, I could see it being a decent belly color, but you add a little black to it, now you got a top color. And that wouldn't be a bad combination, I wouldn't think. That, silver back and then this lavender belly. So, yeah, that was kind of unexpected, but now we know. And so, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I may have to play around with this a little bit off camera to see when I have time. I'm not going to have time today because I'm going to a youth meeting, and it's about an hour and a half from my house. So I'm actually going to, when I get done with the video, I've got to go get ready for that. But yeah, I may have to start over and add 1/16 of this, and then add flake to it and see how that reacts. But I'm afraid we are a little bit too opaque to see much flake in this, because even in the tail, I don't know if you can tell by the tail. I'm sorry, but yeah, you can see through there a little bit, but that is an interesting color. So very silvery, and didn't really expect that. Okay, guys, so by now you have seen, let's see, let me get this other camera. Yeah, there we go. All right. So by now in the video, you have seen what it looks like for a 1/32 of a teaspoon, which is fairly transparent, and you have seen 1/16 of a teaspoon, which is a little bit more opaque, but it's still fairly transparent. And then you've seen what happened when I put the black in. It turned, it turned it plum silver, and with a little bit of lavender hue to it. So I just didn't feel like that was the place to stop the video, because I kind of wanted to see what it would do, because we flipped the coin and it landed on black pigment instead of black flake. I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and do this again and see what it looks like with some black flake in it. So I've got this another round of plastisol, and it's at 336 right now, so we're good. It's cooled down a little bit from where I had it, and I think what I want to do is start off with 1/32, then add the black flake, and then we will shoot it again with another 32nd, so that we can see what it looks like at each stage with the black flake in it. And I may also add some of this true lavender glitter. Of course, that's from Hobby Lobby, and just to see what that's like. So, guys, tell me what you think about the camera angles. The angle is about the same this way, but I've got it higher up on the tripod, and I've got it backed out. I normally have it in a little bit, but when I watch, I'm thinking, you guys, I don't know that you want to actually look at me. But I thought, well, maybe I'll give you a broader view, and then with this camera here, you can see what's going on in the cup, and just kind of give you a different perspective. All right, so let's go ahead and add this black flake and see what we got. Let's see. I think we ought to go with a 1/16 since we're dealing with a 1/2 cup of plastisol. And one thing I don't like about these bags is static. So, you know, they're convenient, but they're not convenient. They're a little difficult to open. But the main thing is the static. When I pull that out, the flake is charged with static. All right. Seems like that darkened it up a little bit. And let's see here. We get our rip wrap out, and I think we're still good. I need to heat it up a little bit. We're down to 290 something. So let me heat this up, and then I'm going to add the lavender to it as well. But since this is a holographic, I'm pretty sure it's heat sensitive. So I'm going to heat it up, and then as it cools down, I'm going to add the holographic flake so that it doesn't bend or mess up the color on it. So, all right, we will be right back. So here we are. Move that over to the other camera. Up to 350. I'm going to stir it a little bit, get it down below that. Maybe wait till it's down about 330. And we're going to shoot the 2.8 rip wrap like we did in the others. Started to shoot a different one, but it's a little bit bigger, and it would probably take it would probably take a good portion of the cup, and we wouldn't have much left to experiment further with. Okay, so we're going to add the same amount of 1/16 of this lavender, and hopefully, if it is heat sensitive, we've let it cool down enough to where I just kind of want a little something to fill in the gaps there. All right, so let's shoot this. Set these back here. Get our glove on. Show some love. Wear your glove. You say, show love to who? Yourself. Yourself. All right, here we go. Get a draw. Okay, here we go. Nice little push. It is cold mold and a cold injector. So we're going to do another one just in case we need to back up. I will say this about the riprap mold for some reason, and I'll show you a close-up of it. A lot of times I will get some denting right here. Let's see if I can show that to you a little better. Can you see that? Just that little right there. A lot of times it's just on one side. This one, it's on both sides. I'm not sure the reason for that. It don't always happen. But it does happen fairly regular. It may be something I'm doing. But if you know what causes that, let me know. I'd appreciate it. I love the bait. But anyhow, all right, we're going to let this cool down. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Ooh, got that temperature up, but be all right. So here is the bait we just shot, and it's very transparent. But I'm not satisfied with the amount of the lavender glitter in there. I think we're good on the black, but I'd like to see a little bit more. I have not added another smidge of that yet, because I want to add some more of this lavender glitter to so it'll show up a little better. And I'm going to shoot another one, see how that goes. Because like I said, I think I got the right amount of black. Now we're talking. But that is so fine. I'm going to go another one, because I really want it to showcase it. I mean, it is lavender. So let's give it some depth. And I will probably show you on the outro, but if in case I forget to mention it, one thing I did notice is that putting the black flake in there seemed to, I don't know, it might just be me, kind of makes it look like it's a little bit more on the gray side than with just the powder, which is to be expected. All right, so let's shoot this, and hopefully it'll be not cool down too much, and then we can throw the other 1/32 in there, get it stirred in real quick. Okay, here we go. Boom, that fast, barely pressed. Okay, let's get this back in here, and I'm not gonna mess with that because I don't want it to cool down too much. Let's go ahead and get this stirred in. So this will be a 1/16 total of the powder, and now has the black flake in it. Probably have to heat it back up before I shoot it, but we'll see. Yeah, it's all right. All right, well, I'll cut the camera so that I won't bore you with the microwave running, and then we'll come back and shoot our next one. There we go. It's kind of got that silky smooth look to it, and definitely got that lavender glitter showcasing now, at least the sparkling of it, the holographic side of it. And all right, here we go. Tell you what I need to start doing, hanging my glove up here so that I can't get my injector off unless I get the glove. How about that? Sound like a winner? Hey, if you're, let me say this while I'm thinking about it. If you are subscriber to my channel, I want to give a shout out to Carl. I'm going to put a link to his channel. Carl has DVL lures. His channel is DVL, and he's got a lot of wisdom, and he's showing some things like how to paint jig heads. He did a live broadcast on how to do the powder beds, or the cups for powders, if you're going to be using a heat gun and doing all that to powder coat your jig heads. And it was very interesting. I'm going to probably follow his build and do one like that for me. I don't have any right now, but I have started doing more painting with jig heads, and so but he's got a real interesting video on how to do that. He did it live. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch the live video, but I went back and watched it after the fact. And you talk about a cheap, economic way to do a powder bed, or whatever it's called. He really did it neat. And so if you're not a subscriber of his channel, check him out. And like I said, I'll put a link to his channel down below. But he's putting out some good content, and sharing a lot of wisdom. And yeah, I think and you'll find him very entertaining as well. So anyhow, enough of that. Let's get back to what we're doing. I think I've talked long enough that this has cooled off. So let's crack this open and do a comparison here. Looky here. Check that out right there. That's pretty nice. Definitely can see the flake in that. Hopefully you can anyway. I got the camera way up there, and you can see in the background I got my laptop as my monitor, but I'm far enough away it's hard for me to see it. So yeah, I like that. And to be honest with you, there's not a lot of difference between the 1/32 and the 1/16. So the 1/32 is in the middle there, and the others, I mean, they're just a little bit more opaque. And I don't know, it's a neat color. Where does this fit in my lineup? I think it fits in my lineup as a potential belly color. Now, here's where I want to is this the color? And Mr. Johnson, I'm asking you directly, so I know you'll watch this, and how close is that to the color that you wanted on Passion Shad? I know you mentioned that other color, one of the runs was more what you were looking for the belly color in that, and it was more of a lavender pearl powder type deal. But yeah, give me your thoughts on that, if that would be a decent belly color for that passion shad. Anyway, all right, guys. So here we are. We'll wrap this video up. I'm going to try to line these up in my hand and kind of as we went. And so there you go. So there's no glitter, just 1/32. This is 1/16. This is with the black in there. This is 1/32 of the gray lavender with the glitter, and this is 1/16 of the lavender gray Pearl Ex powder with the glitter and the lavender glitter as well, black and then the lavender glitter in there. I like this one. I like that one the best. It still holds its transparency, but it's got some substance to it. So from start to finish, 1/32, 1/16. We ended up doing a third one on that one to try to get some of the lavender back, but it didn't. But that's with the black. And then this is 1/32 with black and lavender flake, and then there's the 1/16. And that right there is my favorite. So anyway, so hopefully I've covered this Pearl Ex Grey Lavender enough for you. And so if you like what you see, go to Hobby Lobby, pick you some up. It's about a 1 ounce jar for $5.99. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As usual, appreciate your comments, concerns, questions. Say concerns, I don't know why. I'm trying not to do anything that would make y'all concerned, but trying to glove up and be safe. But anyhow, yeah, give me some comments down below, some ideas of what would you use this Pearl Ex powder for, and what'd you think about the colors, and what should we do next? I'm probably going to get back into my Mad Micas lineup. You can see up here I've got a lot of them. I hadn't even cracked them open to use them yet, and so we'll probably be doing some more Mad Mica stuff in the near future. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, you'll love the features of Preacher's Creatures.